Hi, welcome to my channel, Reader Woman. My name is Judy, and let's talk books. Today, my topic is my TBR. Now, a lot of those young women and men have like a stack of books that they're planning to read in a month. My life right now does not give me that much time to read. So this TBR is more of things that I want to finish by the end of the year. No, I do not expect just to read these, but they are meaningful books to me, both things that I've bought, gifts from people, and yeah, I want to get them done this year. So this is my 2018 TBR, at least a portion of it. So let's start with a gift. This is by Angelus Arian, and the secret half, or the second half, not the secret, the second half of life. Opening the 8 gates of wisdom. This was given to me by a very dear friend, and her friend actually wrote this book. I am very interested in reading it and seeing if I can find some wisdom in this. The other thing I was so excited about when I received this last year was this woman had written another book that really excited me, which was about the Tarot Handbook, Practical Applications of Ancient Visual Symbols. No, I hadn't read that book, but it did give me a playful idea with my women's circle that we have been doing for not quite a year yet, but we get together, we do tarot readings, we do a little bit of things, and trying to be creative, playful, and, still seek for some wisdom for ourselves. So the second half of life, I'm looking forward to actually getting around to reading it. So that's one of my goals here. My second gift book, which I'm not exactly sure today, which is March 16th, 2018, how I'm feeling about it. It's the Sherman Alexie's biography, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. And this is about his life with his mother in particular, growing up on a reservation. And going away for school. I had an opportunity to see Sherman Alexie probably about 3 years ago. He was promoting a children's book that he'd written, and so I got to go see that, which was amazing. He is a wonderful storyteller, and I had a great time. And this last summer he was supposed to be here. I live in the Pacific Northwest, out in the boonies, so we don't get big names that often. So he was going to be at our local theater speaking. Because of health problems, he had to cancel. And therefore my friend gave me this book for my birthday. I haven't read it yet, but then I saw that Sherman Alexie has an issue with the #MeToo movement, and he's been accused of sexually harassing women. So, like I said, I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. We'll see. We'll see. That is a topic for another video. Let's continue And let's continue with my gifts first, okay? And then we'll, this is a book, The Book of Joy. And just seeing those two men looking at each other, it just has to bring a smile to your face. The Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu. It was a gift from a friend. She gave me this beautiful ornamented bookmark, and it was very meaningful that she gave this to me. And I look forward to reading it and hope to learn some things, you know. I'm not particularly spiritual. I'm searching, you know, but I think the questions are far more important than the answers. But yet, I do find these two men to be powerful leaders. So I look forward to this book, and I want to thank my friend for that. Let's see here. Here's another one. I get a lot of books, which is really, really nice. Why Fonts Matter. I am, in real life, yes, if only I were a reader in real life, but no, I'm not. I am a small business owner who tries to keep her head above water, a small print shop, and I spend my life in front of the computer laying out business cards and brochures and doing all sorts of stuff. So I just found this a wonderful gift. Particularly, it came from my youngest niece. She saw this and said, "Oh my gosh, Aunt Judy needs this." So special. And I mean, it's just a gorgeous book too. Yeah, and it's all about fonts. What more could a typesetter ask for? So, anyways, yes, a wonderful book both to read and also for reference. So that one was special. Let's see here. Oh, here's the last book, the last gift book I received. The Family of Man. This was given to me by my friend who gave me a couple of the other books. And this was January of 1955, this collection of photographs with small text was in a museum. And she actually got to see this in 1955 New York. Can you imagine how wonderful that must have been? So for Christmas last year, she gave all of her friends and her family a copy of this book. I haven't delved deeply enough into it, but it's pretty amazing. I have to say, it's pretty amazing. The variety, the density, how we're all human. So anyways, I hope to find inspiration from this as well as just sitting down and reading it. Now we come to, I will show you my oldest purchase book that I haven't read. Colors of the West by Molly Hashimoto. I was so lucky to get to go to my local independent bookstore, Village Books, and they're a little powerhouse at times. It was so exciting because she came, she spoke, and she is an amazing artist. What was even more amazing is I've been trying to get into watercolor. So much of this. Let's see here. I mean, her work is spectacular, and then it's all primarily based around the Pacific Northwest. Some of it's from other parts of the West, but Well, she was so kind. You know, I got it signed. Let's see where. Yeah, to Judy, Molly Hashimoto. I mean, that's pretty cool. But she was also so kind as an artist. She teaches art. I hope someday to be able to take a class from her, but it's quite a distance from Bellingham to Seattle. So I don't know that I'll do it that way, but she teaches at the North Cascades Institute, which is kind of in the middle, but up in the mountains, up in the Cascade mountain range. So, which is a great highway 20 that takes you through virgin wilderness to the other side of the state, of Washington State. And it's just amazing. I love going there. And so hopefully I will get to be able to take one of the classes that she teaches through that institute for like a long weekend. But anyway, she was very kind. She was encouraging. Just, you know, keep drawing and painting, you know. So anyways, quite excited about that one. I've looked through it. I have skimmed through it a couple of times, but I need to just sit down and read it word for word. Now then, I was down in California over the holidays, and I was so lucky. My Custer took me to, I was staying with her and her daughter, and she's also my partner in crime. I've got a video with her that I will upload later. It has its issues, but anyways, down the road. But she took me to Santa Rosa to this small independent bookstore called Levin's. And when I walked in the door, this is what I found. The latest Louise Erdrich's book. Future Home of the Living God. First edition, signed. I don't necessarily love writers who write during my time. She's one of those authors, though, that I do appreciate her so much. To me, she's so powerful. She takes you places that you're uncomfortable. You are, you know, she brings you this close to heartbreak, but she never pushes you over the edge. And some authors do. I'm not necessarily fond of that type of novel. So yeah, I've been reading her for a long, long time. And I was very excited to get a copy because I was planning on buying a copy one of these days. But then to get a first edition signed was just too special. So that was my big find for my California trip. And this was my other find. Patti Smith, collected lyrics from 1970 to 2015. For $9. $9! Oh my gosh. I knew Patti Smith as a singer. I'd bought one of her albums, which I can't remember the name of right now. But I still play it to this day. People have the power, something about power. People have the power. And it's amazing music. But that's about all I really knew about her until my book club read Just Kids. And then it all sort of clicked. She is an amazing artist on so many levels. She did things that I would never be able to do. Even when I was young, I wouldn't have just picked up stakes without some money in my pocket and all the rest of it, and then something over my shoulder, to actually have a place to go to live. I mean, she went to New York City to find herself as an artist. I mean, plus, the more I've read about her, the more impressed I am about her depth of reading. For someone who has no, college, I really have, it's rare to find someone who has read as deeply as she has on so many subjects. And her writing is spectacular. I don't know anyone who didn't enjoy Just Kids. Excuse me just a minute. My dog's calling. Sawyer believes that if you sit there and bark, either the ball will move towards you or his human will go and pick it up for him. So that's what I had to do. So back to Patti Smith. She's an amazing artist. I also really loved The M Train. And she's published a few things since then. I was so disappointed. About a year and a half ago, she was in Seattle for a book signing. And I missed it. They didn't have tickets, and the tickets that they sold over online were all gone, and I just wasn't going to go down and take a chance. So, yes, she's a major powerhouse, both for the written word, the sung word, performance art, and also art itself. Anyways, highly recommend anything by Patti Smith, and I'm so excited to get my hands on this and add to my collection. Next are a couple of football things. Once again, I'm in California. I'm in this wonderful little bookstore, and all of a sudden I see this, The Secret Lives of Color. And I'm like, what the heck? But I mean, all of these beautiful little dotted color things. So adorable. And yes, it's penguin. And the author just writes about each color, giving you a little bit of history, uses. It's just kind of amazing. So I'm going to use this as a resource. I doubt if I actually sit down and read everything about each color. But yeah, I'm looking forward to delving more into color. And so I was very excited to get this, particularly for my reference library. So there I was. I found those 3 books. Should I check out or should I look further? And like I said, I'm into watercolor and in particular urban sketching with some watercolor. I just find that fascinating. Quick draw, add some color, everything looks fabulous. even not so good drawing. So I wanted to find a book that might help me improve my sketching, and lo and behold, I found Sketch. The Non-Artist Guide to Inspiration, Technique, and Drawing Daily Life by France Belleville Vanstone. And I really didn't know anything about the book, but if that isn't what I was looking for, I don't know what would have been. And so this was my last find. I mean, look at this. This is what I want to do. Anyways, I'm very inspired, but once again, I got to sit down and read it. And but yeah, I'm really. Oh, and one other thing, for those of you who do like watercolor, urban sketching, there are urban sketchers everywhere. There's one here in Bellingham. I'm so excited. I haven't been able to make one of they meet like twice a month, and various places to go meet up. And I haven't made it yet. And I won't make it tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday. But one of these days I'm going to join them. So, what are you reading? I would love to hear, and hope everyone is doing well. and we'll talk books more about books later. Bye.